Okay team, this time we're going to look a little bit more closely at some shapes here, the shapes. So I just want to show you that there's a couple of different ways of drawing. If I just draw some squares and rectangles, if I just draw them freehand, they come out however I drag them. If I hold Option down on the keyboard, I draw my shape from the center, and that's really good if you're going to want to put shapes inside one another. So I can actually come to the center and draw my next shape. So that one I'll change it to blue, and then the next one I'm going to draw it from the center, hold the Option key down. So that's really good if you want to get shapes to all come inside one another in a neat way. You hold Option down, and if you hold Option and Shift when you come to draw your shape, Option and Shift, it will keep it a square. So this is where if we turn off the fill and we put a stroke on it, this is where if I wanted to get shapes that were exactly uniform, I could hold down Option and Shift, and not only is it always going to draw from the center, but those shapes are all going to be square. Okay? Now, one other little thing to show you with shapes is that when I'm drawing polygons, it's the up or down key on the keyboard. Up arrow or down arrow will change the number of sides on that polygon. And also, same with the star. Before you let the mouse go, you pull a star, you can go up arrow will have more points, down arrow has less points. And that is a cool way of mucking around with shapes. Shapes are cool in Illustrator. Okay, look, I'm just going to delete all of those, and I just want to show you something else with shapes. Let's say we draw a star, and the thing that I want to show you now is gradients. Gradients are cool. So at the moment, if I click on this gradient, it's telling me that the gradient is black and white. So, and the gradient tool shows you which way that gradient runs. So there's my black and white gradient. But what I can do now is I can click on my swatches and my gradient tool. I'll just pull the gradient tool out so that I can use it, and click on the swatches. So what I can do is I can grab a color and drag it down onto the little spray can. And what that'll do is it'll change the color of my gradient. And I can also click in the middle of this line and pull down. It's a little bit, it's down underneath. You pull down, and then I can actually grab and put more colors into my gradient here. And then by moving them up or down, it'll change the way that those gradients interact. So by moving these handles, it'll change how far each color goes before it goes into the other color. And once again, you can always click and have different colors in your gradients. So gradients rock. Really cool way to get some fantastic colors into your Illustrator project. And that's it for this lesson.